Welcome to my lab here at the Center of Spinal Cord Injury at the Balgrist in Zurich. My name is Georg Rauter. I studied mechatronics at the Technical University of Graz in Austria. Then I went to Bordeaux and studied mathematical and mechanical modeling at MATMECA, that's an engineering school in Bordeaux. So all my colleagues during the studies, they did work in automotive industry and stuff like this. And I was always fascinated by robots, and especially the interaction of robots with humans. So as you see here with the float, we have a device that allows body weight supported training of spinal cord injured patients. So this device, it can be used by human and allows human trainers, so physiotherapists, to help people get better. And I like the way robotics is applied here. I think I was inspired very much by my parents. My father was an electronics engineer and my mother was a technical assistant for medicine. So I think what I'm doing now is a combination of those two. And I think that was very logical for me to do something like this. I started to think about what to study during my military service actually, so it was rather late, that was after school. And it pretty much took me quite a while to find out what I did, and finally to decide to do robotics was during the studies even, so it was rather late. So I decided to do mechanical engineering, and I wanted more to go like into material science and stuff like this, but then I was really fascinated by robotics and the things that you can do by this. And in mechatronics you have the combination of electronics and mechanics, which is really nice, and that actually is the field of robotics. So here you can create any machine like a flying robot or devices that's used in medicine or even self-driving cars. So robotics is like everything. To study robotics, I think it's important that the people are curious. So it's not that you come to work and do the same stuff every day. Every day is completely different. So it's more about what you want to create, what you want to reach with the devices you make, which fields of life do you want to inspire by your work. And I think that's what it's all about. So it's up to yourself what you make out of it, and what exactly are the skills that you will need in future to get the stuff done you want to do. So some people study more or work more with computer graphics, some others more with artificial intelligence, the other ones are more like in the mechanical design part, but still you have to have a certain knowledge of the overall field in order to be able to get the device working that you want to work with. So what advantages are there to study robotics? This question I can very easily answer. I remember very well the first lecture. Actually, I went to Technical University at Graz. They already told you that all the people, all the students that started that day would already find a job at Siemens. So that's a very inspiring impression that I already got on the first day during my studies. And I think if you do something like robotics or mechanical engineering, electronical engineering, you will always find a job. Just be creative. Where I will be in future, I think I will be always in an environment where there will be people from different fields. Like this robot would never have been created without the inspiring input from physiotherapists and clinicians who told us we would like to have a device that allows you to walk freely in the room without perhaps a robotic orthosis, and which allows us to train things that have never been trained so far. Okay, what can I give people on the way who want to start studying robotics? I think what professors always tell, like having the basic skills in mathematics and engineering basic skills, that's very important, of course. But I think over time it's more like understanding very few equations and just being able to manipulate them forward and backward in a way that you make things work in the way you want them to make work. So I think at the end of the day, mathematics and all the tools that you need to work with on a daily basis are not so complicated. It's really, I think it's like more or less 3 equations that I always use.